right, this is the first time I can talk today because this is the first time I can talk to the camera because we were so condensed before on the trail. We're still climbing here, about mile 6.1 according to my watch. Got a beautiful view and a Barkley finisher behind us. What an awesome start to the day. Very reminiscent of Bear, where you're climbing for the first like 12 miles I think of this race. Ooh wee, we got a little more climbing to go. You can see it coming up. Wow. Damn, I don't know if you can see the people in the distance on the camera. Beautiful wildflowers. It's fucking hot out.
You can see all the way back down to the valley too. Wow. it looks hot down there.
Yeah. Let's go hard way. Coming up on mile 12 of the Bighorn 100. Having an awesome time on this rugged single track trail. It's beautiful out today. It's gonna be a toasty one. Highs are supposed to be 85 to 90. Whew. Feeling good so far. All right, so here we are, mile 12.3 of Bighorn. I just filmed a minute ago. Just knocked the pin loose on my number. I'll fix that at the aid station, which is coming up here. I think it's right down the road over there. Anyways, pretty good start. A lot of uphill, about 3,500 feet, I think, or so in the first 12 miles. Happy to get some, be running some faster miles now. You can tell from the beginning of this race that these trails are rugged. I love it. This is going to be a really tough race. You can tell from the get-go. But I love these kind of trails. Single track is my favorite. I think I read on the website 76 miles of this race is single track, which is my favorite. Love it. Doesn't get much better. But let's see, I was running with that guy John. We saw mile 6 for, we probably ran 3 or 4 miles together. Really cool guy. He asked him how many hundreds he'd run. He said he lost count, somewhere in the 40s. So we had a really interesting conversation, and one of the questions that I asked him was, just trying to take in the scenery here, was what is your definition of greatness? To which he replied, I thought about it for a moment, and he said, being kind and not getting too caught up in the rat race of life, to be narrow-minded. So focus, he was saying, focus on being open-minded, on being open to new experiences, and enjoying this beautiful world that we live in. So my challenge to everyone who's watching this video is to find one thing that you don't usually appreciate in your life today and appreciate it. That's my challenge to you guys watching this. About mile 12.5 now, mile or so from the first major aid station of the race. See you in a little bit. All right, here at little over mile 19, running on some beautiful single track. The last 7 miles or so has been very rolly and exposed, and it's hot out and really dry. I'm handling it pretty well. I feel really good, actually. I was able to just wet my bluff with some stream water. It's feeling icy cold, cool me down a little bit. Just got some bacon at the aid station, but the race is going pretty well so far. Knock on wood. I've had some issues with my shin at the Bear 100 and in some recent races. I've been going to PT for basically the last 6 months, trying to figure out what exactly is wrong with it. It's not an easy diagnosis when the only freaking thing that makes it blow up or hurt is running 50+ miles, which I don't do every single weekend. so I can't really test out if what I'm doing is working every single day. But been on a new routine the last month and a half or so, a little over a month, hoping that all that work pays off today, and just being careful on the downhills, which over time kind of just degraded a bit. But feeling good, enjoying the day so far, meeting some cool people. It's beautiful out here. Look at these wildflowers. Still on the lookout for the Wyoming state flower. It's supposed to be really pretty. Whew. I'm gonna put this down and start using my poles. Got about 7 miles, 6.5 now to the next aid station. Be it a marathon, or as ultra runners like to say, a warm-up. So, see you guys in a little bit. All right, we're at mile 24 of the Bighorn 100. Been enjoying some lovely rolling single track for about 5 miles now. Kind of like this, in and out of the woods, getting views, beautiful views. I trip when I'm not paying attention. It's beautiful out here. Wildflowers are blooming. To our left there's a canyon. Feeling good. Got 5 hours 46 minutes. So my goal for the first 48 miles is to maintain 15-minute average pace. We'll see how possible that is, since miles 32 to 48 are all uphill. So I'll definitely lose some of the time I've gained. But yeah, just trying to get to my pacer around 48. My friend James is gonna run in the last 52 miles with me. Looking forward to that. Wow. Gorgeous. Having a great time at about mile 26 and a half in 6 hours and 22 minutes. Feeling pretty strong still. Bought some time for mile 32 to 48 climb up to Jaws. Can't complain. Handling the heat pretty well today. Staying hydrated, eating at every aid station. We're on our way to Sally's Footbridge right now. Mile, I think 29 and a half or 30. Enjoying every second of this one. Unbelievable. Amazing. has been the most technical section of a race. Whoa. Get down there. That I have ever done. It's only a 3.5 mile section, but it is also one of the most beautiful I have ever seen. Holy crap. Just gorgeous. All right, so we passed Sally's footbridge a little under a mile ago. I'm feeling really good. We're at just over 7 hours. Changed shirt out. Hey, you feeling good, man?
Yeah.
Oh, just fixing the bib?
Yeah.
Gotcha. But I'm just talking to my GoPro. Feeling good. Just past Sally's footbridge. Running along. You think this is the Tongue River? I think it's the Tongue River. We'll go with that. But we just came down the other side of the canyon and got a bit of climbing now up to mile 48. All right, we're coming up on about mile 35.5. Been running up the other side of this canyon for the last let's see, 6.5 miles or so. Really starting to feel the heat of the day now. It's tiring climbing up all this vert. But overall, my legs feel really good. I think I've been thinking about all my decisions, nutrition-wise, hydration-wise today. Dealing with trying to prevent my shin from blowing up again. I think basically every decision I made has been pretty good so far. I don't think it could be going much better. But man, this is a beautiful course. Absolutely stunning. About 9 hours in. I'm expecting to get to Jaws around the 12.5 hour mark. Say 12 to 13 hour mark. So it'll be about my guess is like 9:45 when I get there. So we'll probably need the flashlight for an hour max. Oop. This is what I get for GoPro. Trip over myself. But feeling good. About, what is it, 35 to 36. About 3.5 miles to the next aid station. All right, we're at mile just over 45. Catching the sunset. Nice job, man. Keep it up. On the way to Jaws, probably have somewhere between 1.5 miles and 3 miles. I think it's like the last aid station said, according to them, it's 1.7 from here, but I think it's more like 2.7. It's probably somewhere in there, in between there. Feeling really good. This is a really great start to the race. I feel amazing. Knock on wood, I hope it stays that way. Whew. But excited to get a pacer. Keep it up, man. Nice job, man. This course has been beautiful, just stunning, very difficult, very rugged. A lot of the trails are like 12 inches, sorry, about like a foot wide. Barely even considered a trail, just really a little overgrown. I love it though. Love a rugged race. Well, see you in a little bit. Just wanted to throw an update in here. Good morning, YouTube. Oh, I should have said it like, I should redo that with the good morning Vietnam. Feels like Vietnam. This fucking climb blows.
Yeah, because we know what that felt like.
This is James. We got through the night together. We're at mile 67.96, so basically 68. Keep it up, you guys.
Yeah,
Looking good.
How about these climbs, huh?
Oh man, how about the sunrise?
Socks. What's up, man?
Beautiful
How about that
sunrise.
shit? Us Pacers have got it going on.
We were on a rough ass climb, but after this we have 14-mile rolly sections again, and then basically the descent back into the canyon where we started, and then 4 miles into town. So this climb sucks, but we're getting there.
Oh, you're almost done.
We're almost done. Yeah, we only have like another mile to the next aid station. So we're moving. We did the nighttime slowly on purpose. 16 miles of downhill. We basically hiked the whole thing just to be conservative, save my shin. I'd rather finish than and feel good than either not finish or finish in a lot of pain. So far so good. Let's see. I don't think I feel anything. Yeah, it feels good. So the hours and hours and hours and fucking hours of PT I put in this year are paying off. So many hours of PT. People watching this have no freaking idea. I refuse to go to bed until I get my PT done. 11 o'clock at night, midnight. People don't fucking get it. This is why I can run 100 miles though.
Yeah, it's that.
What? There's my rant.
Go home, you're drunk, bro.
Go home, I'm drunk, he says. I'm speaking the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Y'all are soft. I'm just kidding. I'm kinda not. I don't know, it depends who you are watching this. Look at these wildflowers, it's pretty. Alright, I think it's time to end this video. Catch you on the flip side. You wanna hold it?
Sure.
Alright. We're mile 76.8. My feet hurt. It was pretty muddy and watery from what miles was it, like 40 to 60 on that like out and back section.
Yep.
Some water crossings, one water crossing, and a few muddy spots. And I think that really like fucked up my feet. They feel all blistery now. Sounds like I'm not the only one dealing with it. So misery loves company, which is nice, but yeah, it just feels like there's hot spots, all blisters on my feet. I don't know, they're probably just pruned. To anyone running this race, I'd recommend you bring ample extra socks. That would be my big change for next time. Hi everyone, Stefan here. I wanted to make a quick video recapping the end of the race since my GoPro died on me at mile like 76 when James and I were filming that last video. I think I was trying to explain to the camera that miles like 36 to 60 were filled with a lot of water. I think at the race briefing they had mentioned there was like a bridge that I guess was unsafe to cross, so instead of having us cross over that bridge, we had to wade through some water that was about ankle deep. So I mean, it wasn't too bad going through the first time, but there's a little bit of mud on the course in the last out and back section going to Jaws. I know it was a pretty dry year compared to other years. It was like 90 degrees out during the race. Really not a lot of mud for a race that is very notorious for being tough because of that. Especially, I've heard like the 2019 race or something just sounded really difficult because of that. Anyways, so I ended up with just wet feet for a long time, going through the river again, or stream or whatever it was, at mile 60 at night was pretty tough on my feet because it wasn't like cold out, it was maybe 50 degrees, but they weren't really in a great position to like dry. So I stopped at a smaller aid station around mile like 62, 63, looked at my feet and they were gnarly, they were really gross, just super pruny. I had known from just previous research that it was probably like the very, very, very early stages of like trench foot, which I don't think is dangerous when you're running just I don't want to say shorter event for a 100-miler, but I stopped at mile 65, asked a medic. They were basically like, this is going to be painful for the last 20, 30 miles. So I ran it in pretty well. My feet were in rough shape. Miles 70 to 80, was able to run a lot, but it basically felt like someone was like ironing my feet for the last like 20 miles. It was brutal. Looking back, I can laugh now, but it was pretty tough out there, especially with the downhill, the descent from mile like 86 or 87 to like 91 or something like that. It was a pretty tough downhill, especially when your feet are in so much pain. But I finished in 30 hours and 27 minutes. I think I finished 85th out of 175 finishers, and there were 300 starters. So I think the heat in combination with definitely other runners experiencing the same phenomenon that I experienced from that water contributed to a larger DNF rate than usual. Looking back, I would probably stash more shoes and dry socks along the course, and it probably would have been smart to sacrifice 15 minutes at Sally's Footbridge, sitting around a campfire, letting my feet dry off, rather than continuing on with I mean, I did change out my socks, but my shoes were wet, so it didn't really do anything. It probably would have been worth that 15 minutes, though. The other thing is that I have consulted the Bible, the Foot Bible, Fixing Your Feet. Basically, they had recommended what I was saying, but alongside using like moisture controlling agents. So I'll probably take a look into some like foot drying agents that maybe I can run with in the future, just because that was so painful. I do not want to experience it again. I will definitely take the time to to find something to run with that'll help prevent that in the future. Otherwise, my shin held up really well. I'm so thankful for my physical therapist. We worked really hard over the last 6 months. Got on a new routine this last month and a half or so. So it was nice to not experience any shin pain until about mile 89. My form started kind of like falling apart. I couldn't really do what we were talking about with my feet hurting so much, and that's probably what triggered my shin to start hurting again late in the race. But that was a huge improvement from I ran a 12-hour event in mid-May, so only like a month ago or so, where my shin blew up, or it started hurting at mile like 18, 19. And for me, I think that just stems from I sprained my ankle in college playing basketball like 5 years ago. So my left side is just a bit weaker and less flexible. I think you can see my cat. This is Zep. Zep, say hi to the camera. Do you have any last words? I just wanted to give everyone an update. Here's the belt buckle. She's a beaut. She's beautiful. I'm really happy to get this one. Took a lot of effort to get to that finish, and really proud of this one. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I've got a little little blooper video. My pacer, my friend James, he took a video of us at mile 68, 69 after that really rough climb. It's short, but it's just a really tough climb when you're that far into the race. So there's a little blooper video there I'll throw at the end of this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Otherwise, I'll throw a picture of my feet if y'all want to see. It's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it'd be. It was kind of scary. It's just a new phenomenon. Like, I'd never felt my feet be in that kind of pain before. But they're not terrible. But if you want to see what they look like, I'll throw a little pic at the end. Hi everyone. Before I end this video, I actually just have one more quick thing to say. I just want to give a few thank yous to, first of all, the Bighorn Trail Running Organization. Really appreciate them and all the work they put into making this absolutely stunning and amazing race possible. Number two, I want to thank Mile 90 Photography. They were nice enough to allow me to use a bunch of their pictures throughout this video. They did an amazing job capturing some beautiful photos of myself and of the course. This is definitely a race that I will be back to in the near future. I have a long list of races I want to do, so going back to a race for a second or third or fourth time is something I just don't do a lot of because I just have so many there's so much on the bucket list that I want to do, but this one I will definitely be back to in the very near future, if not next year. And lastly, I want to thank my physical therapist, Alyssa Wagner. If any of you guys listening to this are Denver based, I would definitely recommend checking her out. She works at a business called Active Core Physical Therapy here in the Denver area. Not too far from downtown Denver, maybe 15-20 minutes. So if you guys are looking for a PT, I would definitely recommend reaching out to her. But thank y'all for watching this video. Enjoy the bloopers at the end.
We're almost there.
Here we are with Steph. He's being a little bitch because he doesn't want to go uphill anymore. Hey Steph,
I'm so tired.
do you want to hang out with my friend Candace? She's hot.
I miss you.
Wait, I forget the joke. Fuck. Oh, can't this dick fit in your mouth?
I hope the aid station had that right here.
Hey Steph, you remember that time on Mount Saucon?
I'm at mile 69 and just climbed like 3,000 feet.
Saucon these nuts. Alright, I'll leave him alone.